Hello!
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nerds in Space episode 5? 5?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like either
Sounds
that
like
or a high
5.
five. High five amount.
Whee!
Uh, we're, I think maybe like a week off schedule, off kilter here. But we wanted to make sure to have the full group. And, um, yeah. So, anyone want to give a rundown of what we did last time, real quick?
Besides murder.
I mean, that's pretty much the whole thing. That's the whole thing you did last time.
Well, we continued to traverse through the tunnels that were underneath. Was it the Parliament? Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Parliament's little base. And from 2 episodes ago, Ryan shenanigans with the security system, with all hell breaking loose last episode. The group murdered a few people. A
We
couple people. Couple people.
yeah. We stole what was hopefully the correct thing. We don't know for sure yet. And then
Mufasa got rich.
yeah, I mean it's all gonna go to pay off our debt, so I don't know about rich. I think rich might be an understatement.
You're rich in friends.
Yeah. It's not even half of our current debt, so I don't know about rich.
I think all three of us have a weapon,
We do, we have weapons.
so that's a good start. And yeah, last episode, which you should know about, because if you're just tuning in for the first time on episode 5, you just stop, go back to episode 1.
It will not make sense unless you just go back. I would recommend it.
But if you don't want to and you're just along for the ride, welcome.
Welcome.
So yeah, we ended the session after murdering somebody and going to exit as one of the other sleepers, uh, his pod opened up, and I think we ended it with his pod opening up.
Yes, we did. Any
Dun, dun.
other things before dun dun dun? Any other things before we kick things off?
So
think-
I'm trying to remember how we got in here. Was it through the tunnels?
Yeah, we popped out of the tunnels and came into like a mess hall type thing. And then there were 2 doors, one of which was locked, so we went to the other one, which is apparently the sleeping quarters, and that's where we're at right now.
Well, what door
You
is locked keeping us here?
the door we came out of the tunnels and there was one to the right, one to the left. The one to the right was locked. The one to the left is the one we went in. You found a key card after you brutally murdered. Oh no, I think Adam's rat brutally murdered the guy in the end, right? I think that's what it was. Ripped his throat out.
Yep.
I don't know,
Yeah.
probably. Sounds like Rat.
Yeah,
Him and his shenanigans, you know.
you bit him in the neck.
Yeah. And then we got a key card. So, and then some other motherfuckers waking up, and that's where we left off.
So where
Okay,
we buy
found
the
your own
pod.
labs key card. So right now you're on like kind of the east side of the room. You know, the room's not huge, but and the
Right
pod
by
is
that other
opening.
pod.
Yeah,
And
right by the like random person you just murdered.
Who had a
pod
wife and kids, probably.
Oh no, he definitely did. Absolutely, you know that for a fact. You saw pictures. Yeah. And then now on the very north side is where the pod is.
got it.
Okay. Anything else?
I think we're good.
Okay, so the pod door kind of swings open, and very quickly, you see kind of like a burly looking biker dude, kind of roll out. He's got just like a big ass wrench.
Quick question: Are we
Um,
talking like rolling out of the bed or like a ludicrous rollout? Which one are we doing?
Both. And a Transformers rollout as well.
Like, like, is it did the pod open and you hear dun, 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 or is he just rolling out of bed?
I mean, I forgot to mention it, but like Ludacris has been playing on the PA system this entire time. No. So he just like kind of barrel rolled out of
Okay,
bed.
all right.
But he seems to be well prepared. Most likely, he saw you just murder that random sleeping dude 15 seconds ago,
And probably heard
and
it.
oh yeah, I mean the screaming involved was it would be traumatic if you guys had any like souls, but
Well, and Tick swung and hit the top of the pod, so that probably made some noise.
yeah, big old clang.
It was not a quiet death. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. If y'all were sneaking, you would have failed this mission. But yeah, so he seems well prepared. He's kind of rolled out of the bed with his big like wrench, and he rushes into combat. In that he was prepared for battle, and y'all were standing around. He is gonna go first.
I'm probably the closest, judging by where I tried to stab the dude in the head.
Yeah, I think I'm the furthest away.
Okay.
Granted, from where his pod is compared to where we were, it's not all that different. He's got a good line on all of us, unfortunately.
um. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, he swings the wrench, but he's like, he's rushing, and he kind of like
He's
slips a
Russian?
little. He is Russian.
He's like,
Russia
"Niet."
does not exist in this universe currently, but he is Russian somehow. Uh, and he kind of like slips in the blood a little bit as he takes his swing. And although he's not knocked prone or anything, he does miss.
Who did he
Just kind of
swing at?
he swung at Hayes, and you kind of like feel it brush your robes. Uh, had you been, had an arm under there, you probably would have been nailed. But he does miss. He will pick. So you're the closest.
Hmm.
Who do you think is the furthest in your?
That'd probably be
Mufasa.
me. Yeah, because I didn't attack the poor sleeping innocent individual.
Well, then you are next.
Okay. Uh, so I have my fixed blade knife equipped, and I'm just gonna try and stab him. I'm kind of freaking out. I'm not going for like the jugular or anything, just the center of mass. I'm just going for blood right now
Aiming
in
for
a
meat.
panic. Yeah, in a panic.
Just
So
stabs him in the pecs. He's like, oh.
yeah.
The
Well,
guy's
first of
like,
all, we
"What the
don't even know if I hit yet, so let's
I know.
hang on.
I believe in the dream.
Sorry, my computer's going so slow.
You got any void points?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna use it. $17.
Um, yeah. So he is unarmored. So you do stab him. Go
Oh
ahead and
hell
roll
yeah.
for damage.
I think that was 1d4 as well.
Yep.
Damn.
4.
Damn.
Okay. So you kind of catch him directly in the chest. He kind of recoils, because getting stabbed hurts real bad. I don't know if you know that, but and as he kind of pulls away, you just kind of drag it a little bit, and he is profusely bleeding everywhere. He's still up. I mean, you give him props. He just took like a massive gaping chest wound, but he is still standing.
All right.
However unshaky. Who would you like to go next?
So even though I was in a panic, uh oh. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
My Discord just popped up not responding.
That sounds and
Okay,
looks
all
fine to
right.
us. So
So even though I was unprepared and in a panic, trusty Mr. Mittens was ready to go. So as I stab him from my shoulder, he pops up and he goes for the kill.
he going? Is he biting or is he like clawing?
He does 1d6 bite, so he's going for the bite.
He saw a rat. He's like, I can one up that.
So question: when I roll for my AR guard animal, do I just do 1d20, or do I include body? Or
I
So
didn't because I don't think they like have
yeah,
anything.
yeah, that's
just
what I think. What we
1d20.
decided. Yeah, just 1d20 flat. I will say that you could probably get upgrades for that
Okay.
in the future.
Well, it was a 4.
Okay, so Miss Mittens kind of like jumps, to like bite in the face, but he kind of like does like a boxer's dip and weave, and and just misses.
Okay. All right. Well, since he was the one who got attacked, I think we'll go to Hayes next.
All right. Well,
Avenge yourself.
yeah, I mean, Hayes is obviously going to still has the bloody knife in hand. Dodge that other attack, luckily with the blood slide, and slashes for 1d20 -1, right? For body.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever your body is.
13.
13. Okay, you do connect. Uh, go ahead and roll for damage.
Do we say 1d4 for these knives?
1d4.
Yeah.
Yep.
2.
2. Okay, so you kind of like had done like just a slight turn to like dodge the wrench, uh, and he was swinging it down with one arm. You kind of catch him underneath the ribs in that arm. He drops the wrench and kind of like steps back, slipping, falling, and cracking his head on kind of like the metal grate floor. He doesn't seem to be moving. You're pretty sure he's probably dead. Just where you got him with the knife. But yeah, he is currently on his back, prone, eyes wide open, just laying there.
We did it.
Everyone gets
Okay, no,
113
no.
gil. No.
um, did I unlock Omni Slash on that one? No.
No, not Dill next level.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Okay, so we need to do our condition. Justin, I have to roll 1d6, right? Since combat's over, to see if
Yep.
the condition of our blades go down.
Yep.
Oh fuck, 1. My blade's barely hanging on, boys.
I don't remember what page that is.
It's under
I-
combat.
Okay. Okay. So on a 1, it loses 1 condition. If the damage rolled in the attack is the maximum possible value, 1 item carried by the defender loses 1 condition, and the attacker gets to choose the item. That's interesting.
Yeah. So my fixed blade knife condition is down to 1. It's like barely attached to the handle anymore.
You did.
Um,
You rolled a 4 on your damage, right?
Yeah.
So you could pick an item of his to have 1 damage to.
Well, what if I don't want to?
Then pick something you don't want.
His face.
I guess wait. It just says 1 item carried by a defender loses 1 condition. So there's not a you may do this. It is
It just
Yeah.
happens.
Well
Yep.
then, let's search him. I'm gonna go over since he fell in front of me and check him and grab that wrench.
I like how we're just so numb to death already. Like, Mufasa's shaking a little bit. Like, I just stabbed a guy. But Hayes just like, the fuck ever. He's dead. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, just looting the body immediately. Okay, so you do find the wrench. Um, it's not a battle wrench. It's not it doesn't have any spikes or anything. Nothing fancy. Just a big ass pipe wrench. Um, so it's just a melee item. It currently has 2 durability.
1d4.
1d4. Yep. You also find uh 10 hollows,
Oh, there you go. We're on our
kind
way.
of rummaging through his pockets, and you find 1 pocket watch. Seems to be kind of beat up a little bit, but it seems to still be ticking.
Does it have durability or condition?
We'll say it's got a 4.
Okay, so
You
the
know,
wrench had a
well
2,
worn, but
watch has a 4, and that's all he had on him?
yep.
Okay, so Mufasa, which item loses 1?
The watch.
Ooh.
You can kind of like tell, just the little clasp on it is kind of bent. You're assuming that he kind of landed on it when he fell back on the ground, so it doesn't quite swivel as easily as it should. But like I said, it's still ticking.
All right. Well, sweet.
Okay, so I'm still a little shaken up that I just stabbed a guy in the chest. Uh, and I'm gonna be like, so should let's get the fuck out of here before more people showed up. We just killed 2 people. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And Hayes gonna
Yeah.
wipe the blood off of his knife on the burly biker dude's jacket and follow the other 2.
I'm gonna head towards the door on the right that was locked, but I think Hayes has the key card if I remember right.
You go through the mess hall to the locked door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
It
Mufasa,
is.
you found the knife and door key card.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm gonna try the key card then.
okay. You kind of rub the key card up next to the terminal, and you kind of hear a bling, and then the door slides open.
Hell yeah.
You can see a long hallway.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn back to those guys. And I'm like, before we go, this might be the hallway that leads back to the elevator. Don't forget about the guy with the pamphlet that you stole.
Yep.
Why don't you take the lead then?
All right. Um, yeah, he'll walk down the hallway, kind of slow and being somewhat careful, but also trying to hurry.
Yep. Similar to like the main room, not the mess hall area, but like the main room. It's pretty dark. There's kind of just blinking lights. So it's kind of hard to see, but uh, you do kind of come to a T, which you recognize as to your right was the guy with the pamphlet into the main room, and to your left was the elevator.
All right. Gonna head. You said right to the pamphlet guy. I'm gonna
Mm.
see. Do we see people running around? Is it crazy here?
No, it seems to be really quiet. Like really, really quiet.
Too
There is
quiet.
uh it's Raph. Two Raph. Those of you who
Okay.
remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. But yeah, so you don't see anyone running around, but you also there was kind of like just junkies all over the floor previously in these hallways. There is none of them. Just quiet.
All right, the laser disc is a loss. Let's get out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start heading
Yeah,
towards the
let's go.
elevator. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so as you exit the T, you do kind of just glance in the direction of where Pamphlet Guy was. Nowhere to be found. The door is open. You don't really see anyone. And looking to your left, the direction that you head, it is clear shot all the way to the elevator.
All right. Walking fast.
Yeah, me too.
Borderline running.
Okay, so as you go, faces past your homebound. No. So you get all the way to the elevator, and you look at the terminal next to it that you would, click to call it, and it does seem to be locked down. There's kind of like the same red terminal screen that blocked your path previously.
I'm gonna attempt the key card.
Okay. You rub the key card, makes the same noise as previous, and the screen kind of lights up, and you can call the elevator from it.
Fuck yeah, call the elevator.
Okay.
Wait, we don't know what's gonna step off this elevator right now.
Get ready.
Hopefully we're
but-
about
Doesn't
to be
matter.
okay. I'm gonna kind of, Hayes, get your pamphlet ready. I'm gonna kind of shrink back into the shadows a little bit.
I mean, you look down and see
All right, I
see
hold the
anything coming
pamphlet
up.
out. Yeah, and I'm just because there weren't like doors on this elevator, right?
No, I think it was completely open. I'm gonna
Oh,
look
was it?
down and
Oh,
see if I
that's
can
right.
see anything
It
coming
was.
up.
Yeah, because it was just like a platform.
Yeah,
Didn't even have
yeah,
walls or
on
anything.
wires and
That's
yeah,
right.
Okay, so you're gonna look down
yeah, yeah,
into
yeah.
the shaft. Okay, so there is kind of like a railing safety features, I guess. It's just like a piece of rope tied so that you don't fall down it.
Not
Uh,
OSHA approved.
but you look down and you see that there is at least one individual standing on the elevator. It is dark, elevator shaft and a
Sorry,
dark room, but there's at least one
I
individual
like
standing.
turn and not without seeing, but there's one. Can I give him?
I quietly try to. I like go around the corner. Go around the corner.
Yeah,
All right,
move out of there.
I'm gonna follow Tick around the corner.
And I'm actually chilling up there reading the pamphlet.
This is gonna end so badly. All right.
Okay. So
He's got a little bush motif as well too. He's like, I'm a bush.
uh so yeah, your guys are kind of like hiding around the
Back in
corner
that
sort of.
T. Except
Yeah.
me,
Okay.
I'm like a couple. I'm halfway to the T, but reading the pamphlet in case I need to run. But I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna see if I can something.
Okay. So the elevator comes up. Like I said, it's pretty dark, so it's kind of hard to see like who the individual is as it's coming up. You're kind of like you're doing that spy thing with the newspaper where they're like pretending to read it but like looking just right over the edge of it to like try to tell. And you are able to see a face. The thing that illuminates the face is the laser pistol going off in their hand, firing a hole through the pamphlet. It misses you, but the pamphlet is now on fire. You recognize the face as being that of Monotone, which you saw in all of the pictures and the holograms in Monotone's office. They obviously are carrying a laser pistol. Is
Fuck.
important there.
We're nowhere near Hayes. Fuck.
Right around the corner.
Um,
I wish I could say something right now, but I can't.
Fuck.
I'm interested to see how he's gonna play this.
I'm gonna try to run around the corner. What do you
And
want me to
you
roll
were
to see if I get shot?
so. Hold on one second.
Should have hit him with that Ned Flanders. Howdy do there, neighbor, you know?
I was gonna
No,
do something like
Dex.
that before you shot immediately.
Right.
Yeah, no, he came up. He was ready to go. Had it been more bright in the room, like had you been carrying a light, you maybe wouldn't have been so lucky. But I would say dexterity is reflexes, poison, speed. So
By Dex.
yeah, you just that seems like the best option.
All right. I am going to use my void point. Oh shit.
Oh.
That's well, 15 and 11.
Okay.
So I'll take the 15.
So you kind of do like a sick dive roll. I forget what they're called, but like where you're back on your feet afterwards.
Like a tumble?
Like a tumble. Yeah, that's probably good good descriptor for it. But you make it to the corner. Um, you hear kind of like a like a thud as like he fires and it hits the wall that you just rolled past. Um,
All right.
So
So
just as a heads up, just as a reminder, for using void points, you can either use it to gain advantage, which you did in this case, or there is a cosmic mutation.
Yeah.
we don't have those
So
yet, though.
no. So uh, let's see. So so you could get one during character creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or spending
Uh,
15 XP to gain one.
got it. So
But
just
if
as
you
a heads
choose
up.
that, you have to pick an ability to be lowered by 1, and then you
Mm,
determine the mutation randomly.
Okay, so we're right around the corner, right? I'm gonna listen for footsteps and just try and be quiet right now.
I'm gonna keep running, hoping that he doesn't know that you two are here, and he just hears my footsteps.
You're just taking off down the
And
hallway while
I'm
being
just
picked.
going like this.
All right.
okay, so
He's got a
you're
gun and I've got a lead pipe. This is great.
All right, so like halfway down the hall, I'll stop running and try to quietly fall back in line of these two. I don't know how much
okay.
time I have with what's going on, but that's whoever it lines up.
So really quick, roll me a savvy to see if you can hear all the footsteps with Hayes running and everything else going on.
15.
15. Oh yeah. So you hear primarily two things. You hear Hayes run past you down the hallway, and then you hear footsteps as Monotone is approaching. He's doing so at great haste. He seems to be sprinting after Hayes.
Okay. I'm gonna do something real stupid, boys.
I like it.
uh I'm going to in one motion as fast as I can. Uh I'm gonna send Mr. Mittens. I'm gonna send I'm gonna send Mr. Mittens at him while at the exact same time popping out, kind of sliding out from the corner, and I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna throw it at him.
Okay.
So that initiates combat, I'm guessing.
That does initiate combat.
That bitch sure
Um,
you did.
so I'm not gonna make you roll for the slide,
Okay.
but you will have to roll a tech for the range attack.
Tech. I thought it was Dex was range. It's tech.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it's tech. Let
Fuck.
me
My tech
double.
is -3.
At
Tech
player
is
character.
ranged attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, could be bad. I'm more so doing. I'm doing it as a distraction for Mr. Mittens more than anything, so he doesn't get shot. 0.
So did you roll? What's your tech?
-3. So I rolled
Okay.
3 -0 0.
Okay, cool. You didn't roll in that one, so that's good.
You do get a void point
You do get a void point.
Oh wait,
Uh,
when do you have to call out using void points?
before you roll.
Just
Okay,
pull
so
it
I
out,
fucked
yeah.
up. I didn't call out my void point. That's my bad.
So you throw the knife,
So
but
take that out of my
he's
inventory.
not quite where you thought he was going to be. You know, you heard him down, like running towards, but it just kind of like goes past one shoulder. You hear it kind of clang down the hallway towards the elevator. But at that point, Mr. Mittens, jumps out and attempts to bite. Right.
Going for the jugular.
So go ahead and roll for Mr. Mittens.
6.
Mr. Mittens tries to correct, but unfortunately there's a knife that flies past it and kind of like scares it a little bit.
Fuck.
And so it goes off course the opposite way. So knife over one shoulder, Mr. Mittens over the other.
Fuck.
And it doesn't really clatter down the hallway. It lands like a cat. So it's down the hallway now a
All
little
right.
bit.
I guess up next was the person who was right behind me. We're going with Tick next.
I mean, Rat's gonna obviously go in first, I think.
Okay,
before that. He's probably gonna, during all the commotion, try and like scurry over, maybe go up the pant leg of Monotone, maybe try a little thigh bite action if it can.
Go for the genitals, Rat.
Uh,
Go for the genitals. The genitals.
if you roll a nat 20, he's biting his dick off. I'm just telling you now.
14.
Okay, so he does not bite his dick off, but it does bite the thigh. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Right.
How much is
One.
Oof.
Just 1 damage.
Okay. You hear Monotone like curse the fuck as he kind of like tries to brush Rat away. You do hear kind of Rat fall to the ground, not injured, but he got bit in the thigh.
Okay.
Does not
Well-
seem like he got bit in whatever that arterial vein artery thing is. I don't remember what that's called, but
Well, I guess if that's happening, I'm gonna kind of jump around the corner and just try and baseball bat like on tone with the lead pipe.
okay. Go ahead and roll for that. How much is melee like
19.
unarmored?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, damn. Yeah. Yeah, you connect. You connect hard.
And do 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. So you connect right in a shoulder. You hear a crunch as kind of the shoulder kind of cracks. You're unsure whether it's
I guess it'd be
broken.
his right shoulder because if he's around the corner and I'd be coming, I guess it would probably be his
I think
right
it would be his
shoulder.
It would be his left.
left
What?
shoulder.
He's coming
if
around
he's-
the corner and I'm coming. It'd be
But
his
if you're
right.
swinging from the right,
Correct. I guess I would assume
Then it would
I'd
be.
connect with the further out from the wall, which would be his right shoulder.
No, that would be his left.
that would be left.
Yeah,
Because he's facing you.
because he's facing you.
Correct.
If you're swinging right to left, you would connect to his left shoulder first.
Anyway.
Anyways, you hit him. That's the important part.
Yeah. And so you kind of hear like that crunch noise, and kind of his left arm drops to some degree.
Was that the one holding the pistol?
It is not.
Not. That's what I was saying, right? But
But it also is hard because you jumped out from a blind corner, so you get to pick who is next in initiative. You have Hayes or Monotone.
Monotone.
oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say I thought Hayes had already gone. He
God,
started
it's all
it,
up to
but then
Hayes.
Hayes then.
It's up to
I
Hayes.
turned around. What is movement like? Like, can I sprint? Seeing them do that, can I just sprint behind Tick?
Like, will he make it in time to attack? I guess.
So every round of combat is 10 seconds. So
oh,
I would think so.
you would have
Tons
10.
that's tons of time.
Yeah, you have 10 seconds to do this.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you think you can sprint the distance in 10 seconds, which I think you can, it's
Yeah.
always not that long. Then I'm in D&D it's like 30
Like
square feet
milliseconds.
or something. Well, no, every round in D&D is 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So like
All right, I'm gonna sprint around the corner and try to tackle Monotone to the ground.
Try to take him alive.
so I'm gonna say that a full-on tackle is gonna be a risky attack.
Yep.
I agree.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
Body or dex?
Body.
Body. Yeah.
Nine.
9. Okay,
Come
so
back to me.
Turns out Monotone's a fucking linebacker, and you never stood a chance.
though what it is that you kind of like turn the corner and jump, but he's kind of like slouched down because his shoulder is hurt. He just got whacked with a lead pipe, and so you kind of go a little bit over him. So for risky attacks, if successful, you would do an extra damage die, but if it fails, the target opponent gets an immediate counter attack against the attacker, in addition to their other actions this round.
Shit.
So he gets
So
3 attacks in a row.
Yeah.
He
so
gets how many?
he's not
2
Two in a row.
because he'll
Yeah.
get an extra plus he'll get his normal
Mhm.
because he was the last person with initiative there. So he's gonna kind of just he's not really prepared to fire at you at close range. He didn't expect you to like jump over him, but he's gonna just kind of like try to like pistol whip you in the air. We'll see how this works.
To like keister you.
Uh,
Thank you.
okay. So hold on 1 second. Okay. So you're kind of moving too quickly. He kind of tries to pistol whip you in the air, but his delay in reaction time is just too much, and so he kind of hits more of your cloak, but he doesn't do any damage. He does turn away from the rest of the party towards you and fires his pistol. What is your defense rating?
Defense 12.
12. Okay, so he does hit you.
Oh.
And his gun deals 1d8 damage. Where is
Oofda.
my 8 side
This
stack?
could kill me, boys.
No, incapacitate you.
Okay, so it does 4 damage.
What's your health?
I don't know
5.
what his health is.
Oh.
So
Wow.
you can kind of smell as the round hits you. first burnt fabric and then burnt flesh. It is like a plasma gun, and so it kind of
So
like
it just went
fires
all the
into
way
your.
through.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got a
Well, at least
big
there's no bullet in me.
gut wound. Yeah, yeah.
So does
Always
it
on the bright
cauterize the wound
side.
as it goes through?
A little bit. You're bleeding still, but
There's still a hole.
Pros,
You're
guys.
hurting, but
it's kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
like
like
the
crippled.
rebar gun, like from Half-Life, like because it superheats it first. Like, does that cauterize the wound? I don't want to find out. Okay, so that is his normal attack. So he's gonna go ahead, and it's really a lose-lose situation here. He's gonna choose Hayes as next in the initiative.
I mean, I don't know that I can even do much because I'm on the ground, right?
Yeah, you're prone.
And so it takes one roll to, or like one turn to just get up, right?
Yeah.
All right, he's
How
gonna.
close are they together?
They're within like I don't know, like 5-8 feet,
Okay.
somewhere in that range.
Okay.
He's gonna, while holding his stomach, try to push himself to his feet, first his knees, and using the wall as a brace. And the slow movement is
Uh,
probably longer than 10 seconds, to be honest.
I think you did it. You did it. You have more um like moxie than you thought you had, and so you stand up pretty quick. So
All right,
but that does take your turn.
I'm gonna pick Mr. Mittens.
All right. So Mr. Mittens, after his epic fail, is going to recover quickly, turn back around, and head straight for the jugular again.
like that cat right there. I go for the. Yeah, he's looking
Yeah.
at Justin's jugular. He's like, yeah.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
20, nat 20.
Okay,
Wow.
so when rolling
Meow.
a natural 20
Meow.
on an attack roll, the attack deals an extra die of damage. So
So
2d4.
plus- Actually,
Or
he's
2d6. The bite is
2d6.
1d6. Yep.
Nice.
That's why these things are insane.
Uh,
5.
on both, yeah. So 5. No, 4 plus 1. 5 total. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's
Yeah.
combined.
Yeah,
that's
combined.
5.
5 combined.
Okay. It doesn't it doesn't connect with the jugular. You know, he's moving around a little bit too much. But it does bite out one of his eyes. It lanches on and just like catches him in the face, right
Ugh.
into one eyebrow. If any of you have ever had a serious head wound, blood everywhere because like forehead wounds fucking suck. And he seems to be disoriented from that, but he is still standing.
All right, we're going to let the guard animals finish this off. Rat's going next.
Yeah, he's going up the other leg. He's like, shit, didn't get that one, but we're gonna go the next one. So 8.
8. So he's flailing enough that I mean, he did get bit in the face. That he, as Rat is climbing up the other leg, he's kind of brushed free, almost accidentally. But so no hit there.
Who's next?
Who
Well, it can
does
only
Rat
be
want to go
Mufasa
next?
or
Yeah, it's either me or
Tick.
Tick. Adam, you got to pick.
I guess yeah, I'll go. Try and baseball bat him again with the lead pipe.
Yeah, you're the
And
last
he's
one with a
not facing
weapon.
you, right?
Yeah,
He's...
I guess the back side of him, right? Wouldn't that
Yep.
a little bit easier, hopefully, maybe? Nope, 6, but apparently not.
Yeah, just
You get a bug point.
Yep, I
jitters.
just clicked it.
And that really leaves Mufasa as
Mufasa.
our
And I don't
remaining.
have a weapon, so how do we do this?
Punch
That
him
is
in the
a
back of the head.
I know, but
good
what damage? Like,
question because I don't see it in the combat section.
I should have given you that pipe wrench. But I also didn't realize you were gonna think you're a fucking samurai.
I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Shooting.
Shoot the corner.
Maybe it's in the weapons section.
1d2 is what your fists do. Either
Yeah.
get him with the left or the right.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. If the weapon has several damage die, you can divide the device among several close targets.
Oh.
That's kind of cool. I'm gonna say it's a 1d2.
Okay.
We
Well,
might
in that case,
find out I'm wrong, but I
I
think that
think
makes sense.
in
I
that
think
case,
that
I
makes
think
sense too.
I think what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna use a void point for this. I'm gonna announce it now. I'm gonna dive for him. No, while he's a little disoriented from losing an eye, and I'm gonna try and get the pistol. That's what I'm gonna try and do instead.
Okay. You're gonna
Like come
like
up from behind, I
Yeah,
guess, and
from
try and
behind him, and I'm gonna try and rip the
starve
pistol
him.
out of his hand.
Yeah.
so go ahead and do a normal like attack roll.
For which one?
Body,
The
probably.
body, yeah. Because tech is only for range.
Oh, oh shit! I gotta do 2 for my void point.
Yeah.
11 and 4.
Okay. So unfortunately you grab onto him, but he kind of shakes loose. He kind of like outwills you. He's covered in blood, so you like slip on his flesh, and um, so since that is risky, then he is going to attempt to pistol whip you in return.
All right,
What's your DR?
11.
You get another void point, by the way.
Okay.
He cannot seem to figure out how to pistol whip anyone today. So he does miss you, but he is going to turn and fire
Okay.
because he.
Do you get a void point on a failed void point roll?
There was a rule about it. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to look it up. Just keep
Yeah,
going.
I don't remember. What would you say your DR was?
11.
Okay. So he does fire and hits you in the shoulder with the plasma beam for another 4 damage.
I
Me?
do 4 damage to me.
No, yeah, to Mufasa.
I'm down to 1, same as Justin.
Damn.
Hang on. When using void point for advantage and failing, roll 1d6. If equal to or lower than current void points, roll void corruption. The failed roll gives no void point. So I have to roll a d6.
Okay.
And if it's a 1 or less, I get void corruption. It's a 1. What is void corruption?
So, when you lose control and let the void surge through your body, it can leave permanent scars behind. If so, roll a void corruption effect. So go ahead and roll a 1d20.
Oh no.
Oh boy. This is gonna be great.
3.
3.
3.
What is it?
Okay, so your most important memory transcends to an item that you carry. You and others can feel and see the memory if they hold the object. What objects are you currently carrying?
I have an electric multi-tool, a roll of duct tape, a tablet computer, a fusion welder, workwear, 15 9mm rounds, or a bag of metal pieces called coins.
Okay. So I need you to decide which one contains this memory and what's the memory of.
Yeah.
We'll say it's the bag of metal pieces called coins,
Okay.
and it can literally be any memory.
So it's specifically
Your most precious memory.
your most important
Yeah.
memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most important memory to Mufasa?
We'll say it's when Mufasa was a child and he was with his parents buying ice cream with coins from an ice cream truck. That is his most precious memory.
Okay. So you kind of like feel I don't know, it's a little bit of like bliss from like re-experiencing a memory that you uh maybe didn't expect to see so vividly. And then a little bit of a almost like a loss of it transcending into this item,
Okay.
kind of giving a little piece of yourself to this.
Okay.
Um, but uh, but yeah, um, yeah, that
Okay.
That wasn't that
I
bad.
should yeah
Yeah, it could have been worse.
I should note that the rest of you, when this happened, you're not entirely sure what happened, but all of the lights, blinking lights and all of the electronics, almost had like a static effect to them. It sounded like there was the faintest whisper in the static. Uh, if you weren't in combat trying to figure things out, you maybe could have like turned your listening to it, but as quickly as it appears, it's gone. You're assuming just a computer glitch.
Okay. So now whose turn is it?
So what was the action that you were doing that used the void point? I already forgotten.
I was trying to get the gun away, and then he shot
Mufasa
me.
tried to wrestle, and then he
Uh,
pistol whipped and shot again.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it is his turn to pick who has initiative, and uh, Rat's so close.
Okay.
Let's go with Rat.
Okay. I mean, Rat's gonna obviously be a good boy and just keep going for that bite. Probably self the pant leg. 7. He's gonna miss.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just is shooken off. He's flailing too badly. Who should go next?
Adam.
Probably me again with the lead pipe then.
Okay.
Eat. Nope.
Another void point.
Just a swing and a miss.
Yep. Oh.
All right, who's going next?
Probably behind him, Hayes, maybe?
Oofta. All right, so Hayes is struggling, but he's gonna stumble forward and try to stab. Fuck. 2.
2. So you stab and it just goes through his shirt, but doesn't connect with anything behind it.
Good.
Mittens.
All right, Mr. Mittens. After that successful ripping out the eye, he's going for the other eye right now. He's gonna try and blind the motherfucker. Oh, come on, Mr. Mittens.
Come on, Mittens.
7.
So Mr.
Nope.
Mittens like jumps to like connect to the other eye, and it's dark. There's flashing lights, so it gets easy to get disoriented. Just completely misses.
I don't know what else to do at this point, so I'm just gonna try and punch him in the face because I'm the only one left to go.
Right in the grill.
Yep.
Come on.
And I'm gonna use my other void point. I have not rolled yet.
Okay.
Oh my god, thank god I
Oh
used the
no.
void point. Whew. Oh my
Ah.
god!
I'm guessing that's 2
A
misses.
2 and a 3. So
Okay.
hang on. I need to roll a d6 for the
Roll
void
a
corruption
d6.
again.
Yeah.
And if it's a 1 again, it's a 6. Thank God.
Okay, good.
Okay. So nothing happens there.
And now
Um,
it's fucking Monotone's turn.
yeah.
I like
So
that you rolled the highest possible when it didn't
Yeah, of
really
course.
matter.
Yeah.
um so the person who was kind of closest was, that attempt to be punched in the face.
Yep.
So he kind of recoils and attempts to fire. He's got a 10.
Oh, I have an
Yours is
11.
11. Okay. So you you smell burnt hair, as it kind of like singes near you, but it does miss.
Okay.
Assuming Mufasa has hair. I don't
He,
actually remember.
yeah, he does. Part organic, part machine.
Okay, cool. So yep. So he's gonna say, um, Mufasa, you're kind of in his direct path. So
All right, I'm basically just gonna fucking I missed. He missed firing, and I'm just gonna kind of try and backhand him in the face. I don't know what else to do at this point.
and you're out of void points, right? Or you have one.
Yep. 8.
Roll better.
You do miss. He kind of like ducks, and you backhand the air.
All right.
Also, just as a heads up, it says for rolling for void corruption, equal to or lower than the current amount of void points after you spend. So if
Yeah.
you spent down to 0, you actually couldn't.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
You
that makes sense.
couldn't get void corruption. So
Okay. All right.
just wanna be
After
sure.
my missed backhand, we're just gonna fucking pray to God Mr. Mittens can fucking finish this off.
Come on, Mittens.
14.
14. Okay, so Mr. Mittens does connect. Now, Mr. Mittens had jumped past him previously, so
Yeah, so it's
jumping
behind him.
back and just gets him on the back of the neck.
2 damage.
Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay. So you see like a chunk. Like this is like, it didn't bite like a little bit of skin. If any of you've been like bit by a cat, and it fucking hurts, but this is like you
I
could
mean,
cook
he's
that like
AI robot.
yeah,
Mm.
like a steak
Ugh.
removed. And you hear like like a high pitched, I would say it's half scream, half whimper of monotone. He's obviously in a really horrible shape, not being able to use one arm, one eye, and bleeding profusely from the neck. But that motherfucker's still standing.
Oh my god. Let's. You know what? He hasn't had a good shot this time, so he's due for a good one. Let's go to Rat.
I mean, he got a little
He got a bite in the
piece
thigh. That's
earlier.
He,
I
he,
mean,
I
he
like
got a
how
taste.
I'm pretty sure
You
the
know,
only
he-
people who've injured this motherfucker so far are the guard animals. I don't think
Right.
any of us. We're like
Right,
kids
I mean,
doing a slap fight, and the
yeah.
guard
Now that
animals.
Mr. Beagle's got like a piece that the neck, he's like, oh yeah, he wants some of that. He like screws up the like back of him and like wants to bite down and gets a 20. Let's go.
Nat 20.
That's
So,
20.
Mr. Mittens runs up and just connects with,
You mean
a
Rat?
chunk. What did I say?
Right, yeah, not Mr. Mittens anymore.
Okay, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Rat had the bloodlust and got the 1d20.
Rat runs up the leg, and it's going it's going for death. Like it has no other ideas. Not playing around. It's already missed a couple of times. It's mad and bites him right in the dick. It you ever like cooked like a sausage and then you poke it with a fork and it just like sprays
Are we talking like
grease out of it?
are we talking like a Poland sausage or a little sizzler? What's Monotone got here?
Like a Nathan's,
Okay.
pretty pretty impressive, but I mean who's judging?
Not attached anymore, so
Yeah, but it just like all like Kill Bill style, all the blood. Uh, the he kind of like screams and just kind of slips in his own blood. He's trying to correct, and you see the gun go off, just blowing the ever loving shit out of his brains. Which
Shit.
just I don't know if you remember, Hayes, you are behind the man, and you are just covered. You're on
Just
mute,
mute.
buddy.
Holy shit!
As if I wasn't bloody enough.
Yeah, yeah. You're just covered in just brain matter and gore at this point. Um, the room, the hallway that you're this T section, just looks like a Jackson Pollock. Of just blood spray everywhere. And that's good.
Rat comes running back to me and like perches on my arm, and I'm like, "Good boy?" Question mark. Like,
Does he
what the
still got the
fuck?
Does he still got the
He's
dick
got
in his mouth?
just the tip. Just the tip. He brought it back for you, you can add that into your inventory if you want to keep it.
No.
Dick tip. Just put dick tip.
No.
What's the condition on that?
0. It is it is not great. Not great.
I think the
You thought the
best part
watch was in bad shape.
the best part of this entire fight is that the three of us did nothing, but two of us got shot, and Adam just blindly flailed around with a lead pipe, hitting nothing. But our animals ripped this dude to shreds.
I
That's the
smacked
best
him in
part.
some shoulder.
Well, as all this happens and the blood splatters back at Hayes, he falls back and slides down the wall and is just staring at everything and then looking up at the team, and it's just like you can tell behind that mask
What the
he
fuck?
has no idea what's going on anymore.
I'm probably honestly gonna collapse to the ground too, because I'm down to 1 health as well. So I'm just gonna sit there, kind of in silence, staring up at Tick.
Really, the only thing you guys can focus on is the dead body of Monotone and the like simmering embers that were the pamphlet that lit fire earlier. You guys completely just forgot about that, but it just it's gone out by now. But
I pat Mufasa on the shoulder as he's like lumping there, and I go over to Monotone, start searching him a little bit.
Taking that pistol.
uh, so you find on Monotone.
Real quick, just for the sake of it, since he got a D20, does that mean something loses?
No, it's
Oh,
only if
that's
you
on the
roll
attack roll.
maximum damage. Yeah,
He didn't
the
even
damage
roll a
roll.
damage dice, did he?
No, I never did with Red. I'm assuming
I'm
even
gue-
one would kill
yeah,
him.
I'm guessing
at
so.
Yeah,
that
he had one
point.
health. He had one
Yeah.
health. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus a nat 20. I did tell you that if you rolled a nat 20 on a rat, he's biting his dick off. So I'm glad that happened. I'm glad it happened. I didn't think it would, but so you find 100 hollows. You find a key, and you find uh the laser pistol.
What kind of ammo does the laser pistol use?
So it's got a like a cartridge, like a charge to it.
Like a
If
clip?
you were absolutely like a clip. uh, and you could check it to see how many charges it has left.
Nice.
What's
Uh,
the damage and
yeah, I'd say
condition?
damage, ammo,
Mhm.
condition.
1d8.
Okay.
And it's a condition 3.
Okay.
What was the other question?
The check to see how many charges is left.
It has 7 charges to it.
Out of
You don't know.
Out of the maximum.
Okay.
It just has a 7 on an like a LED screen.
And then I guess with the key, was it like a key card, like a
Nope,
Probably
just
the key
mechanical
that-
key?
like
Didn't you
a
find us
skeleton
something?
key.
Is it like the same one I found?
No.
No, you had a key card sort of thing.
No,
Didn't you guys
I
find
found a
something that needed?
found a
Yeah,
key
you
in
the
his
schlag.
office.
The
Yep. So
schlag,
you
schlag,
found
schlag.
like a schlag key, like a
Oh.
house key. This is more like a skeleton key. But it's kind of old. You would assume it's like an original. It's not like a reproduction, but it is by your times ancient.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, Mufasa has 200 hollows, right? Or was it 50? How many did you find?
I have 210 total.
200.
210. Tick's
Got
got
100,
100 and
yeah.
something. Fuck,
We're
we're
getting
rich,
there.
boys. I got 17, baby. Let's go.
We're not rich, remember? We're in debt. So
Yeah.
we're actually still negative.
Fair.
All right. So while he's rooting around, I'm just trying to catch my breath. Mr. Mittens comes over and I'm like, "Good job, buddy." Otherwise, I'm just sitting there kind of with my eyes closed because I got a hole in my shoulder, right? Isn't that what it is? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's
Alright.
kind of like the top of your shoulder.
Yeah, it's gone essentially.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's like a crescent moon shaped hole.
Sweet.
And I don't remember how healing works.
You have to rest.
It's in the page after combat. And
Yeah. If you rest, you get 1d8 plus body health back.
Resting a full night restores 1d8 plus body. Resting at a safe haven restores all. Got it. Okay.
All right. Well, let's get the fuck out of here now. Can we please get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. Yeah, Hayes is gonna help himself back up and start walking towards the elevator.
I'm gonna
Wall.
get up and I'm gonna
Holding the
follow you.
wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you, leaning against the wall on my good shoulder.
so luckily the elevator is still there. Hasn't been like recalled back down to the bottom or anything. So it is there. It still has, like the green. It hasn't like locked back over. You don't have to unlock it again. But it's just kind of there waiting for you.
Okay.
So, since there's really no walls to the elevator, everyone down below would have heard all those gunshots.
Probably. I mean, there's a pretty long, although there's no walls on the elevator, there is a shaft. So
Okay.
like,
So it's not like a 1 or 2 floor shaft, it's longer than that.
it's like 5 floors. So like
Uh,
just all the screaming, maybe if they were near, it's hard to say.
what's the name of the other gang again, Hayes?
The Parliaments? No, the
Yeah.
Passels.
The what?
Passels.
Passos. Okay. So, well, let's just assume Tick is with us on the elevator. But I'm gonna say, if anybody says anything, let's act like we're part of the gang and say the Passos attacked.
Whew, okay.
All right, let's go down.
The plan, Tick, is that we're gonna go down the elevator, and if anyone
Yep.
asks, the Passels attacked.
Okay.
And we got shot by them. We're a part. We're gonna act like we're a part of the gang, but the Passos attacked. Alright.
So you ride the elevator, like kind of back down to the floor.
Yep.
So you're kind of just like waiting around, some elevator music is just like playing nonchalantly
Some
in the
music.
background. Uh, you're just like all just head to toe, just like drenched in some of your own blood, mostly others. Uh, but you kind of like can kind of see through parts of the elevator shaft that you are coming towards like the main like town area, if you remember. Kind of that common area where people were, standing around.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, the elevator does come to a stop, and you see at the bottom, Tick, your friend is
8.
there, 8, and he looks horrified at the sight of all three of you. What the fuck happened? Uh,
Is he the
We just
only
like
person
we
that's
can like
giving us
walk
attention?
past and it's like don't even ask.
as far as you can tell, he's at least the first.
So I'm just gonna say we'll talk later. We got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like we just keep walking past him, like just keep moving,
Uh,
don't ask.
I'm like on the edge of the door, and 8, can I lean on you, buddy?
So he does so begrudgingly. Um, obviously you're bleeding on him, so he doesn't love it, but he's a nice guy.
It's fine.
And he's
Um,
That
literally
we
covered
know
in
of.
blood.
so you're kind of like scurrying like through the common area, but where are you headed?
Back to the hangar, I'd
Back
imagine.
to the ship, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so quick question. On session 3, I did the AI thing. God, was
Oh
that
yeah, we got to
session
get your
2?
AI. I don't. I'm guessing we're probably not worried about your AI thing at the moment, but
Well, I'm just supposed to come back in an hour, and
Been more than an hour.
roughly 3 to 5 hours until Thorn arrives from that point.
yeah.
How long, looking at my pocket watch, do we have roughly before Thorn is
Do
arriving?
you know what time that you started?
No.
No.
So you can make an educated guess, but
Okay. You want me to roll for it?
sure, we'll go with a savvy or tech. I don't really care which. Savvy makes more sense, I think.
Savvy it is, because that's got 13.
13?
13. Okay. So you're there's not really any windows, and even if there was, you wouldn't necessarily know what you were looking for to be able to pass the time. But if you had to hazard a guess, it's probably been 3 hours,
Okay.
plus or minus.
Okay.
So you're heading towards the hangar,
Yeah.
or
I'm gonna head towards the hangar.
okay. So as you're heading towards the hangar, you do see a lot of glances. You draw quite the attention, and people are definitely giving way to you. There's a wide berth to your party. One thing that you also do notice is that it looks like the Suro Suro is closed, which was not the case the last time, like before you went up in the elevator.
Is it
Uh,
quicker if I ask 8 if he'll help me get to
Your animal.
the guy? Yeah, the punk repair kid.
so 8 says that either he can bring you there or he can grab it for you.
Um, okay, I just don't know if he'll give it to you. But he hands um 8 5 hollows and says, however many you have to give him to trust you to give it to him, you can keep the remainder. and then I'll walk with the others.
Go get my shit, bitch.
I mean, I'm paying
He's a
him.
good guy, aren't you? Aren't you glad
E- e-
we found
e-
him?
even
He's
if
a good
even if
guy.
he only needs 3 of those hollows to pay the dude, that's two
Yeah.
$2
Yeah.
he got. Okay, so he kind of like heads off into the market area, while y'all are limping your way towards the hangar.
Tick is skipping and frolicking his way there. Just
Uh, like you keep getting far ahead, and
Just
then
kidding.
looking
I'm more than
very annoyed.
happy to like try and burden both these guys on my shoulders. By the way, I'm totally kidding.
Your
Whenever we
shoulders
get
also
there,
like
as quick as we can get there.
your shoulders also like way above them, so
Yeah.
you're like trying to crouch down to like
Bring like children, like
yeah. Uh, so you do make it to the hangar. Again, you're causing quite the ruckus. But no one's shot at you, so that's a plus. But when you open the hangar door, you see Hina, kind of waiting, and she sees
perfect.
you, and you can just see the gears moving in her head, of like, do I even want to ask what the fuck happened?
All three of us are shaking our head no.
Yeah, so even before she has that like inkling, I'm like, don't ask as we like come in.
Do
I'm
you
just-
have the parts?
I'm just gonna smile at her, and I'm gonna reach my bloody hand into my bag, and I'm gonna pull out the part.
It was in a box still, right?
Oh yeah, the box. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. She says, that better be the fucking part. Throw it here.
Agreed. That better be the fucking part. So I throw it at her.
Yeah. I
Okay.
walk these two in and like I don't know, find the nearest chair and like try and set them both down inside of the Chevy Nova.
The cockpit's got like 6 seats.
Yeah.
So you're good. You're resting. Obviously, Hina's got some mechanical chops. Because she's unplugging and plugging wires and replacing the board. She's not complaining, so you're hopeful that it's the correct
Thank
board.
God.
And the she like clicks some buttons and says, "Okay, go ahead and fire it up."
I walk towards the cockpit, but maybe go in the co-pilot seat because I'm still like a pilot, but I'll figure something out because these guys are fucked up. So someone has to.
I'm chilling by the door, just leaning against it and kind of watching for 8.
Who has the highest savvy out of all of us?
I'm -1.
I've got
Adam?
0.
I'm +3, so I should probably pilot. I know we haven't really talked about it, but
Probably a good call.
so I'd basically just yell at Tick and tell him how to turn on the ship.
Do you want to do that?
Me
Yeah,
or
why-
him? I was like, or do you want me to like come back and grab your ass and bring you up front?
Yeah, do
I don't
that.
care. That's
Here,
Huh?
okay. I'm gonna try from him yelling. So I'm just gonna like take my normal 2, and and then
So
I'll come grab him if it doesn't work.
you're like trying it, and it's not turning over. It's like it's like an old
Fucking
piece of shit
Chevys.
car.
Yeah, I get frustrated. I'm just like, fuck this, and I come like grab you, even though you're like moaning, and pick you up and like bring you over to the pilot seat.
all right. I
Uh,
go to flip it on. I roll a 22.
He's like, it's this button, you fucking idiot.
hold on 1 second.
Nice roll, by the way.
Are we about to die? Why is Josh asking?
No.
Hold on.
What was your ship's special ability?
It was that
Special
it was
trait.
a prototype.
Yeah, 1 of 3 prototype. Yep.
Okay. So you kind of like hear some clanging. You just see like Hina kicking at something, and it finally turns over, and starts. Um, so the ship has started. Um, the doors to not the not the space doors, but the regular door opens, and you see 8 like walk in. But he doesn't seem to be making eye contact with you. He looks ashamed as a very large woman steps through the door behind him. She is armed to the teeth.
He betrayed us.
Oh
Uh,
no.
Fucking betrayed us.
So
Thorn.
you can kind of assume that that is probably
It's
who this
Roy.
is. Yeah, yeah. Roy was a woman the whole time.
Yeah.
So you see that 8 is carrying the package, which you assume to be your AI, but she does not. Thorn does not look happy.
Oh.
Wait,
Uh,
is this where we're
well,
stopping
so
now?
I
hey,
was just saying, it'll be like this is a great stopping spot, but
do
Yeah.
do we want to stop here?
Probably good place as any. So
damn.
uh, just to put it like the image in your
I was gonna
mind.
say I want to know what
Uh,
Thorn looks like. Yeah.
so like a blonde-haired human woman, just mohawk, like completely shaven on the sides of the head. Uh, she's got what looks to be like a plasma rifle, and kind of a bandolier that has grenades on it. You're not entirely sure whether they are frag grenades, smoke grenades, EMPs. Uh, you're not entirely sure, but um,
Okay.
and then she's kind of got a like a tattoo that covers one half of her face.
Okay.
What is that tattoo? Is it like thorns?
It is. It's like a vine with
Oh
thorns.
god.
It you may not be like totally impressed on the style, but you know it would hurt like a son of a bitch.
It's like early 90s tribal, but it's like
Yeah, totally. It's barbed wire.
yeah, perfect.
Uh,
Great. 2 of us are basically dead.
Be
This is gonna
fine.
be fine.
so yeah,
It'll be fine.
that's where we're gonna call it.
Holy shit.
Um, we can again, I think do um XP in the chat.
Yeah.
If you're cool with that.
Yep.
Any last minute things?
I don't think so. Good session, boys.
All
Dude,
right.
I mean,
crazy.
not really.
Crazy.
We failed pretty hard, but we made it out alive. So
Everyone's alive.
Yeah,
That
that's the
in
thing is like the
in the
fact that we're
party.
all alive.
we
Holy shit.
discovered that the 3 of us don't know how to fight. We found that out.
We know how to murder, but not fight.
Yeah, right.
We just
And
need more animals, is what we learned. Is it like more Pokemon? Like, go battle for me.
if we're up against someone who is either drugged out and disoriented or asleep, we got this. But if they're awake, we're in deep shit.
Did you ever pick up that knife you threw?
Nope, just left it.
Nice. Cool. I was like, I'm gonna have to re-listen to the episode, but because I don't remember you doing that. But
Nope.
so all right. Well, we'll probably end that one here. But thanks for listening, Twitch, and
Bye,
anyone
Twitch.
watching the
Bye.
recording.